Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now I'm glad that you've stuck with us because as promised, we've got your trivia time game answer. So if you recall before the break, we asked you to determine which one of these talented filmmakers is considered one of Hollywood's most recognizable directors after being nominated in the Best Director category in 6 back-to-back decades. And since I'm nice, I'll give you a hint, okay? He just had an amazing experience filming his rendition of the classic tale of a West Side Story. So the answer is Steven Spielberg. See, the site says that he has had 18 different nominations and 3 wins in his career thus far, which is so amazing. So if you haven't already, now you know. It's really cool because Steven has had the opportunity to work with so many different actors and actresses. And honestly, when you're working in the film environment, it's important to work with people who are experienced or at least passionate about their product. Our team recently got to see a lot of that same type of Spielberg passion when a movie called The Switch Up was being filmed here in the Rio Grande Valley. Now, earlier I mentioned that several cast and crew members recently came down and spent several amazing weeks in the cities of Brownsville and South Padre Island. And professional actress and producer Juliette Restrepo was among one of those talented people, helping shine a light on all the Valley has to offer through her amazing film. So it only seemed right that we sat down with her for an exclusive on what that experience was like for her and to catch up with her about all that's going on in her career in today's Generation Inspiration segment.
This year in January, I shot something that I can't wait for you to see. It's a romantic comedy that we shot, a film that we shot in Brownsville and in South Padre. And oh my God, can we take some time to talk about South Padre and Brownsville? That was incredible. And it's a romantic comedy. Perfect location, amazing people working on it, diverse crew and cast, which is amazing because it's like in English, but you have a little bit of everything, you know, like from different parts of the world. And Cristian de la Fuente is from Chile, but I'm from Colombia. We have people from LA, people from Brownsville. It's Mexico as well. So just like it's amazing. So that's coming out too. And I'm working on a new show for Netflix called Griselda with Sofia Vergara. And we started shooting like a month, 2 months ago. And it's so fun. And there's nothing else I can say about it, but it's so fun. I'm just grateful. And I mean, I admire her. I love her. And now that I'm working with her, I can say, and I can tell you guys that it's going to be amazing. So I am very excited for that too. Yeah, I think one of the best things about what I do and the reason what I love it the most is because it's also an escape for me, you know, like it's just like a pause in my life. And if I can live different lives through my characters and I can share that with the world, I'm so grateful. I'm very, very grateful. So I have a couple of films on Amazon Prime, actually. We have Loving Pablo with Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz. That film, I mean, we did it like 5 years ago, and now you can watch it on Amazon. And then I have a couple of films on Netflix as well. So you just have to type my name, and then you'll find a couple of options.
We're so thankful to Juliette and her entire team of talented cast and crew for spreading lots of love throughout our Rio Grande Valley community and for helping shine a light on how dreams really can come true if you work hard enough and you're passionate, of course, about what you do. And in keeping with our film topic, according to Stacker.com, the first narrative film is apparently only under 12 minutes long. The site says that even though it was not the first film ever made, that The Great Train Robbery was the first movie that was considered the first narrative fiction. Again, it was 12 minutes long, and it was actually produced by Thomas Edison's Edison Studios, filmed in New Jersey. And most of us have watched Forrest Gump, right? And In Depth with Graham Bensinger, well, starring actor Tom Hanks. Both very good movies. Well, the site says that Tom actually helped his film director pay for some of his films when the company was limited regarding their budget. On one Paramount Pictures film, he actually paid to shoot various scenes and then asked the studio for an increase in profits, which worked out pretty good for him. Now, you'll be able to think about, that the next time that you watch a Hanks flick, but that usually happens anytime that we learn a fun fact about any film. So here's another one for you. There are actually several iconic scenes in the movie Pretty Woman, but the site says that one of the most memorable scenes was actually improvised. If you recall the moment when character Edward snaps the necklace case onto Vivian's fingers, well, the site says that Julia Roberts' reaction was actually very real. Apparently, Richard Gere was improvising here, and of course it surprised her. And the film directors really appreciated the moment so much that they decided to keep it in the film. That was really a great film, and there are, as you know, so many others that just really have captured the hearts of a lot of people across the globe. We even get to dissect it all in the Oscars. The site says that the Academy actually used to announce Oscar winners in a different way than now, though. Apparently, they used to announce winners 3 months before the first award ceremony was ever held in 1929. The site says that the sealed envelope system also that we're familiar with today didn't actually start until 1941. And it outlines that this started happening after the Los Angeles Times announced the winners in an evening edition before the ceremony even took place. So the Academy thought it'd be a pretty good way to go. And in case you were wondering where the film industry all got started, well, the site says that it has roots that trace back to the New Jersey region. And it's pretty funny because a lot of us may think that it began, in California, but really it was all birthed on the opposite coast. The site even outlines that many famous studios started out in various New Jersey towns in the 20th century, including Fox, Paramount, and Universal Studios, which I definitely did not know. But a lot of experienced film directors got their start in education. It's just an important part of a well-rounded individual's career training. And in fact, TSTC's cybersecurity instructor, Amy Hertel, knows all about this. And our team had the chance to catch up with her to learn about the various field and career opportunities that are available on her campus, as well as how some of their school's graduates success.
Today I want to talk to you about the cybersecurity program at TSTC and a little bit about the industry and why it's a very popular industry to get into right now and what the job prospects look like. So when you come into the TSTC degree, you don't actually have to have a bachelor's degree to get into cybersecurity, and a lot of people think that you do. So our degree is 5 semesters. So it's 20 classes, 15 of those are technical hands-on cybersecurity classes, and then 5 of them are the gen ed academics, your math, English, science, and things like that. I want you to know that our curriculum is accredited by the Department of Homeland Security and the National Security Association as a center of academic excellence. So at TSTC, we're known for getting good cybersecurity technicians out in the field. So cybersecurity is a very broad field in general. Most students are going to start out at a place like a help desk or a network operations center. They're going to gain a little bit of experience with the field, with dealing with people, with how the business works and what the kind of processes and policies are in place. They're going to gain a little bit of trust, and then they're going to move on to the more cybersecurity parts of that. Once they do that for a couple years, there's lots of different specifications that you can go to, or specializations. So I have students that go into things like penetration testing and vulnerability scanning. They go into auditing, maybe even management. Some people go into digital forensics. We have a certificate we offer for that as well. So that's the people that look for data on hard drives and mobile devices that's used in criminal cases. There's lots of different places that a student can go. Everyone is hiring cybersecurity technicians because we all have data that needs to be kept safe. So my students will end up going to places like hospitals, K-12 schools, universities, banks, or IT firms that support protecting the data of those kinds of organizations. Even just as whether you're a student or just an individual, these skills do kind of translate to your everyday life. We carry around smartphones with us. We're constantly on some sort of screen, and we're giving that data away. So just the realization of the privacy and where your data is going and who has access to it could be a lot of things that if you took the cyber degree, it would really open your eyes. So these skills can kind of translate into your everyday life as well. You don't have to come in with a lot of knowledge when you come into the program. So we will teach you. If you have basic knowledge as far as how to send emails, upload documents, look up things on the web, that's plenty. So when you come into the program, we will teach you the basic components of computers and devices, how they work, you'll put them together. Then we'll go up to the parts of a network, so a small network, how everything runs, and then up to a larger, we'll put it all together for you.
Nowadays, film studios have really evolved so much, kind of like a person does throughout the years. Only in film, we see the growth throughout the movies, and in us, of course, we see it in ourselves. Well, we also see it through our social media accounts because a lot of us document a big part of our lives on social networks. I knew I do for Vida, so let's go ahead and see what you think about what our team has been up to online. I recently posted a quote online reading, "You can do anything, but you can't do everything, at least not all at once. Take a moment to rest." And that's exactly what I did. I went to San Antonio to visit family and made sure to just enjoy the outdoor parks and hiking areas nearby, just to get my body active and my mind relaxed. And no matter where you are, you can definitely do the same. In fact, viewer at Stevie Ramirez commented, "I love hiking, it clears my head." And viewer Amanda Ross commented saying, "I only jog when it's not too hot out, but it is fun," which is great. I'm glad y'all take advantage of Texas's nice greenery as well. So thank you both for your comments. All right, that's all we've got for now. Thanks again so much for joining us, and be sure to tune in again next time on Vida. We'll see you then.